Hey, it's Dusti Martin with Corcoran Platinum Living, dropping in to give you your monthly market update for the city of Paradise Valley. It is August 4th, 2021, so buckle up. Let's go. All right, so let's just jump right into it. Our active listings in Paradise Valley are down 48.2% over this time last year, and our sold listings are down 21.5% over this time last year. Our median price per square foot, though, is up a whopping 40.5% over this time last year, currently sitting at an average of $535.32 per square foot in Paradise Valley. I have to say, this is the highest increase year over year I have seen to date in any city in the valley. So keep that in mind. Most on average, the last year or so have ranged anywhere from 18 or 19% to about 33%. To see 40% and actually over 40% year over year increase in price per square foot is huge. Huge. I can't even begin to tell you what a big, massive equity jump that is for Paradise Valley homeowners. Our months of supply, though, is down 34% over this time last year. We're currently sitting at 2.51 months of supply in Paradise Valley. You're probably asking, what does that mean? It means we're well inside a seller's market. Anything 4 months or less is going to be considered a seller's market. 8 months or more is going to be a buyer's market. Everything in between is going to be a varying degree of a stable market. So keep that in mind. Our median days on market is also down 40.2% over this time last year, and we're currently sitting at about 52 days on market in Paradise Valley. You might be thinking, well, I know people who are selling their homes for, X amount in, a day or 3 days or a month or a week. Keep in mind, Paradise Valley has a much higher ratio of high-end homes. And I'm not talking just like $1 million or $2 million. I'm talking $3, $4, $5, $6, $56 million homes. We have a lot of very high-end luxury in Paradise Valley. So you have to keep in mind that that is a much smaller buyer's pool. When it's all said and done, for a median price point in Maricopa County, average stable market would be about 90 days. So when you're cutting that down to 52 for super high-end luxury properties, that is quite remarkable, to say the least. So keep that in mind. Now let's jump over to our supply and demand for Paradise Valley by price point. Between $0 and $100,000 and $100,000 and $200,000, we don't have any data simply because there is no inventory in that price range this month or last month in Paradise Valley. So keep that in mind. We just don't have any data. Therefore, there's nothing to talk about. Part of that is because of our average price point. We just very rarely ever see homes or even lots for that much in Paradise Valley. It's just too low of a price point to even kind of register in Paradise Valley. Then we get to our $200,000 to $300,000 price point. Start thinking small condos, apartments, kind of thing. You're sitting at exactly a 1 month supply, meaning if no new homes came on the market in that price range in a month, we'd be gone. That is well inside a seller's market, as is our $300,000 to $500,000 price range. We're also sitting at a true even 1 month of supply. Then we get to the $500,000 to $700,000 price range in Paradise Valley, and we are at true zero. I'm not talking no data, as in the $100,000 to $200,000 price range, but I'm talking like actual zero, like there is not enough supply to keep up with demand. No new homes came on the market in that price range. The one we did have sold, therefore there's nothing left. If one came up, it would also probably be gone almost immediately. So keep that in mind. Then we get to our $700,000 to $1 million price point. We're at 1.50 months of supply in that price range. Still not a whole lot of inventory there. It's still kind of the lower end of Paradise Valley. You're going to have a lot of fixers, but like I said, it's Paradise Valley. So 1.5 months of supply, so really about 6 weeks. That's still really good for that price point, all things considered. Then we get to the $1 to $3 million price point. We are at 1.3 months of supply. That is also a great place to be for the luxury market in Paradise Valley. Then when we get to the $3 million or more, we're at 5.31. So over $1 million, you're no longer technically in a seller's market in Paradise Valley. You're just a step outside of it in an even stable market, very close to 6, which would be straight up and down the middle, not slanted towards buyers or sellers. So it's going to be a very even, stable market. But keep in mind, compare that to where we were last year for over $3 million homes. We were at 8.25 months of supply, well inside a buyer's market this time last year for $3 million homes or higher. And that could be 3, 4, 5, 10, 12, $26 million homes. We don't really get that many properties in Arizona priced over that mark. So it's kind of, they're all lumped in together, and you'd have to pick it apart a little more, if you will, when you get to talking about that. But regardless, we're at 5.31 months of supply. That is an even, stable market. That is a great place to be, considering this price point usually tends to trend more in the buyer's favor, but we're still in a good place. However, if you do have a home that's maybe in that higher price point, over $3 million, you might want to consider waiting till the fall when our snowbirds show back up. Think cooler weather towards September or October. That's about when they start showing up. You'll know when the colors on the license plates start to change, and when you start to see all the RVs, motorhomes, and the big car transport vehicles start showing up in town. That's usually the sign that the snowbirds are back and our buying season is about to start here in Arizona. If you're wondering what your home might sell for in today's market, go ahead and give me a call at 480-717-9405 or visit my website at dustimartinrealtor.com.